Alright guys, it's Thursday, so we're going to work on combining volumes today. We've already learned how to do volumes with a unit cube. We learned the two different formulas for volume yesterday. So today we're going to learn how can you use volume formulas to solve problems. Okay, so if we need to pause the video, go ahead and pause it. Once you have you're caught up with your essential question, then everybody's going to need a combining formulas paper. That's teaching tool number 32. Okay? And let's zoom out a bunch today. So what we're going to do is the first thing we need to remember from yesterday's lesson is the two formulas on how do we find volume. So the first formula is V equals big B, which stands for base, times height. Okay? The second formula that we can use is V equals length times width times height. And the reason that formula works is because B equals length times width. Okay? So, we need to remember these. These should be in our mind. When we first take our FSA, the first thing we should do on our reference sheet is we should write down these formulas. The same thing with how do we find area? How do we find perimeter? We need to remember how to find volume. So what we're going to do today is we're going to find volume of a shape that's not a rectangular prism, but it has two rectangular prisms in it. Okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna label this one Prism A, and this is gonna be Prism B. I should have color coded it. Oh well. And then I need to try to go farther out. Here we go. There we go. Can you guys still see that? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to have Prism A. Now, what formula am I going to use for Prism A? Do I have the base? Do I know what the base is? I could find the base, but I really don't know what that is, okay? It's not given to me, so I'm going to use volume equals length times width times height. And then I'm going to look at my model, and I'm going to start filling it in. So my length is 4 centimeters. So I'm going to have 4. My width is 2 centimeters right here. So I'm going to have times 2. And then my height is 5 centimeters. Okay, so it's going to be times 5. So volume equals 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 5 is 40. And then we did centimeters, so it's centimeters cubed. Okay? There you guys go. Now for Prism B. Same formula. Volume equals length times width times height. And if I'm writing out the formula every single time, what should you guys be doing? Writing out the formula every single time, okay? So V equals the length. What is the length? The length is 4. The width is 6. Because remember, this splits right here. There would be an imaginary line right there, okay? And the height is 2. So 4 times 6 is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. And then we have centimeters cubed. So the last thing we need to do is we need to find the volume of the total prism. We need to add the volume of prism A with the volume of prism B. So I would do 40 plus 48 equals 88 centimeters cubed. Okay? Now the last thing I want to draw your attention to is we split it this way. When we split this prism is split it this way. So you have this right here, and then you have the bottom plate, right? But is there another way that we could have split it? Yes. We could have split it like this. Then this piece, the height of this piece, would have changed from 5 centimeters to 7 centimeters. But the width of this would have changed to 4 centimeters instead of 6 centimeters. Would we have gotten the same answer? Yes, right? What, some of your questions today might ask you, is there a different way to split the prism into 2 rectangular prisms? So I wanted to give you guys an example. We could have either went like this, or we could have went like that. And depending on how you go, you might not need to use all the measurements. Because when we solved, we didn't need the total height, because we knew this height was 5 and this height was 2. What if it told us, what if in our example it doesn't give us this height? It only gives us this height and this height. Could we find out what this height was? Yes, because we know from here to here is 5, but in totality it had to be 7. So we know that there was 2 centimeters left. Okay? So, alright guys, like always, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Somebody comment in the channel so I can read some comments. Let me know what I could do better. Last thing, tomorrow we're going to have a Kahoot vocabulary challenge on the vocabulary words for topic 12. I'm not going to tell you what they are. That's your responsibility to go find them. And the winner is going to be happy. So if you're the loser, you're going to be disappointed tomorrow. All right, guys. Have a great day.